All right, we should be live. I hope everybody had a good day. I am feeling under the weather, so I'm going to go through these three games pretty quick here. Just not feeling very well. I probably have to take a few breaks to grab some water, but let's get into this. First game of the night, I actually really like it for GPPs. On the Washington side, Atkins is a bit overpriced, but it's going to keep her ownership down. Big upside in tournaments. She's going to take a bunch of shots. If you look back against Indiana, they played, a little over a week ago. Shot 21 times, played 35 minutes, 34 fantasy points. She's just going to chunk it. Indiana plays no defense. This is a no defense game. I like Atkins as a contrarian spin up, especially for tournaments. Edwards looks great, probably the best point per dollar play on the team. Great matchup. She's just been getting good usage if she can stay out of foul trouble. Hines, Allen, and Dolson are fine. The price is kind of steep. They kind of knock off each other, take each other's minutes, but they're fine for large field tournaments. Van Loo, Samuelson, SWK, Melbourne, all fine. Like I said, this is a good game to target. Indiana plays no defense. Fine with all four of them in large field. Probably my favorite would be Van Loo. I don't mind Melbourne as a punt play, though. I'm not playing Inksler or Richards. I just don't think you have to play either of them. On the Indiana side, Aaliyah Boston 10-1. Been crushing the past three games. Shot attempts are what you want to see. Anytime she's in double-figure shot attempts, I mean, she has potential to really pop. She's been a lot more aggressive on offense, getting the ball and getting to the basket, not standing and dribbling. I've been impressed with her. Minutes are amazing as well. I mean, we know that Nalissa Smith is one lackadaisical defensive assignment away from getting benched, and then Aaliyah Boston just plays practically the entire game, 37 minutes last time out, so I have no issues paying up for Boston. Caitlin Clark, crazy upside. I mean, the peripherals are typically always there unless she's playing Connecticut. I mean, against Washington, she had 14 with 30 real-life points, 56 fantasy points. Just a crazy ceiling with someone like Caitlin Clark. One of the best tournament plays. She will be extremely chalky and extremely popular. She's sub 10K as she should be. Nalissa Smith, 8,500. Great tournament play. Matchup is good. I just got to worry if she's going to get randomly benched or have some foul trouble, but the upside is there with Nalissa. Kelsey Mitchell, tournament play only, pretty score independent. Christy Wallace is fine at 5,500. If the minutes are there, they were down last game because she did not play very well. Katie Lou is fine at 4,900. Don't mind her. For a cheaper value, price is getting up there. She needs to hit her shots to pay that off. Wheeler, I have very minimal interest in. Minutes are going down. She did not play very well. 11 minutes, 1 fantasy point. Lexi Hull is someone you can play for value. It is extremely gross, but past three games, 20, 10, and 21. She got extended, and she was not even scoring. She was just playing adequate defense, and they left her out there over Christy Wallace, over Erica Wheeler. I actually think she closed. Let me make sure on that. Lexi Hull did. She closed and played the entire fourth quarter. So something to keep in mind. If she's out there playing good defense, they may stick with her and only play her over Wallace and Wheeler. Atlanta, Minnesota, the middle game, kind of going overlooked. The spread has shifted. It's gotten wider. Lowest total of the three games by a decent margin. Howard, I don't need to mention her. Everyone knows how high I am on her. Sub 10K, I'll be overweight to the field on her, absolutely. Tina Charles, 8,700 is fine. Not the best matchup. More of a tournament-only play. Alicia Gray, 8,100. I'm expecting Howard and Gray to soak up more usage and play a few extra minutes with Powers out. I forgot to mention Powers in the YouTube video last night, but she is out tonight. Cheyenne Parker, really hard to pay 7,700 for. The matchup's not the best, so large field tournaments, and even then I don't have a lot of interest in her. Nia Coffey, is in play if she starts. I mean, we saw last time she played 10 minutes and scored 1 fantasy point. So the floor is extremely low. She can have a decent game if she starts. If she does not start, I would not play Nia Coffey for any amount of money. Haley Jones, fine value, should play mid-20s minutes with Powers out. Her minutes have been ticking up. Not the best fantasy point per minute player. Same for Dangerfield. I don't mind playing her. She has a little bit more offensive upside than Haley Jones, but it's pretty rough for both of them. Neither of them are good fantasy point per minute. I'm really high on Naz Hillman. I don't think she's going to start. I think they're going to just keep starting Coffee, but just go with the hot hand. Last game that was Naz. She always plays hard. That's why her minutes, she's always going to play 13, 14, maybe more. She always plays hard when she's out there. She's going to get you some peripheral stats. I mean, she shot 1 of 5 and put up 16 fantasy points. Really safe value play. My personal favorite value play on the slate. Kabajan and me here, no interest. On the Minnesota side, Fee at 11-7. I love her. I mean, the matchup is great. She can pop and be the top scorer on the slate easily. I mean, look at her last game, 5 of 17. Usage is always there for her. Still pitched in 10 peripheral stats, 4 stocks, 37 fantasy points in 36 minutes, and she shot 5 of 17. So the upside's obviously there. McBride is expensive, but fine tournament play. Alana Smith's been super consistent at 9K. Have no issues with her. Courtney Williams, 8,800. The price is pretty steep. Need her to have a good shooting game to really pay that off. The peripherals are typically always there with her. Zero interest in Heidemann and Dorka at those prices. Carrollton is probable. I'm expecting her to play around 30 minutes. Pretty score independent, but can get there if she shoots well. I'm not very high on Zandalasini or Afufa. Neither of them really capitalized last game, and they just played Heidemann a ton. So not really interested in playing either of them. Last game of the night, this will be the most popular game by a lot. On the Seattle side, we know where the usage is coming from. Lloyd, Ezzy, NECA, SDS dominate the usage. Horston's minutes have been up. I am high on her for value, 5,300. I think you can take shots on Whitcomb at 4,200. Vivian's minutes are a concern. I'm not too high on her. Russell should play around 10 minutes. Not a good fantasy point per minute player, but if you're down that low and want to take some shots on her, you can. No interest in really anyone else down there. On the Aces side, Asia Wilson at the top. If you can afford her, you should play her. Matchup is great. Even if they try and double team her, like she's just going to get hers. It doesn't matter what they do. Jackie Young, 9,400. The price is a little low in my opinion. Big upside, peripheral wise, scoring wise. Kelsey Plum been scoring dependent, but 8,400 is very appealing. Chelsea Gray, I'm expecting 12 to 15 minutes tonight. She might push for like 18, but Becky's already said that they're going to play her in spots, and that spooks me a little bit. Hayes out of play with Gray back. Clark, hard to trust with Gray back. She's going to probably move to the bench if Gray starts. They may keep Gray on the bench and have her come in spurts. I guess you could play Clark if she starts, but I'm not crazy about it. She's not a good fantasy point per minute player. I don't mind Stokes. The matchup is good. 4,400 is cheap. She should play around 20 minutes. You just need her to get a couple stocks and grab all the rebounds. Kate Martin, zero interest with Chelsea Gray back. Everyone else, I don't have any interest in. They're going to run a pretty tight rotation, and Gray is just going to steal Martin's minutes and probably a little bit from Hayes, and that's about it. So let's go over here and answer some questions. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, I'm dying. I feel like I could breathe fire right now. Oh, yeah, I'm always going to be here. Unless have a heart attack, I'll be live before lock for sure. But I appreciate it. Yeah, I hope I start feeling better too. I've been taking a ton of medicine. I'm living off of the Alka-Seltzer, whatever the gel caps or whatever they are. Talk you off Horston? I don't know if I can talk you off her. I really like her. The price is okay. She did not play well against the Aces earlier this year, but I think that was just like a far cry for the game. I mean, if you look, against the Aces. She saw 17 minutes, 1 of 3, only 1 peripheral stat, 2 real life points. I think that's just a far cry. Like I'm expecting her, if she's going to play 17 minutes, she's easily going to well outperform that. I would expect maybe 14 to 15 fantasy points, potential to get more. I mean, she played really well against Phoenix. Maybe they just start her, or maybe they like her minutes are a lot more concrete. I'm expecting 20 to 22 minutes with upside to play more. I'm not expecting 7 stocks again, but I mean, she has some upside, and this matchup is one of the best in the league. I mean, the Aces play so fast. Awesome. Glad you caught one. We've got 68 people in here. That's amazing. Let's see here. How do you feel about Horston? She fits every build. I'm perfectly fine playing Horston. She's going to be pretty chalky in my opinion, but she's one of the safest values on the board because her minutes are safe. That's why I'm really excited to play Naz Hillman for value. A lot of the value you just don't know about their minutes. Naz's minutes are completely safe. Horston's minutes are safe. She's going to play over 14 to 15 for sure. Those are the value plays that I like to have some upside, but are safe. Their minutes are never going to get cut. Lexi Hull's minutes, she could play like 8 minutes and I wouldn't be surprised and score 0 fantasy points. Crystal Dangerfield could play like 8 minutes and score 0 fantasy points. I prefer the safer value, even if they're a little bit chalky. Any favorite player props on the day? They've already got I'm sure they've already got bumped to hell. Let's see here. I liked Charles under 9.5 rebounds. Yeah, that's been bumped down. And I like, it is still up. Caitlin Clark, Ariel Atkins, combo points over 33.5. That's probably my favorite, just because I think that game it's going to be the nuts. It's not going to be the nuts. Let me take that back. Seattle and the Aces are going to be the nuts, but I think there's not going to be a lot of defense played in that game, and Atkins is going to chunk. Caitlin Clark always has the potential. I mean, she could pop that by herself. New mic, yeah, it is a new mic. I finally got it set up. It is. Let's see if we can get it peeking in here. Well, it's somewhat peeking right there. Chelsea Gray, a bad play. I don't think she's a bad play if you're playing like a lot of lineups. Like it would probably take me like 40 to want a player in one. Like I maxed the mini and I have 1 or 2% of her. I just don't think she's going to play a lot. Like they have no incentive to like rush her out there and play. I think they're going to ease her in until the Olympic break, get her where she's fully healthy for the Olympics, and then for the second half push. I just don't see. I could be completely wrong, and they could play her 18 to 20 minutes, and she absolutely pop. But if that happens, then I'm just going to lose. I found your channel, man. You do great work. Keep it up. I appreciate that. I really appreciate it. I have so much Clark in Boston. I have a lot of Caitlin Clark. I don't remember. Let me look and see. I should be overweight on Boston as well. Yeah, I'm overweight to my projected ownership on Boston as well, but I am way overweight on Caitlin Clark. Let's see here. I have her with Collier, Clark, and Wilson. Wonder if I should drop her. I don't think I would play Chelsea Gray tonight, especially if you're playing one lineup. I would not play Chelsea Gray. I feel more confident in like playing someone like Jordan Horston for $1,000 less. I just know her minutes are secure. It wouldn't shock me if Chelsea Gray comes out off the bench and plays like 2, 4, 5-minute shifts, and like that's it. Like 10 to 12 minutes wouldn't shock me. It really worries me. I know how Becky operates. She's not wanting to win the game tonight. She wants to win the game where they hold the trophy at the end of the season. And she needs Chelsea Gray to do that. Those Joe caps rock. Yeah. Yeah, my throat's killing me. I thought I was going to choke and die trying to swallow those suckers. Thoughts on Carrollton? I don't mind her. I think the price is a bit steep, but I mean for what she is, she's going to chunk. She's going to shoot her threes. If they fall and she grabs a couple peripheral stats, she's going to have a good game. 10.5 under utility, not Boston, Ezzy, or CC. Let's see here. I probably would just play Lloyd. I think her ceiling is the highest. McBride is going to be the lowest owned. McBride's going to be like 1% at 10K on a 3-gamer with all the other great plays around her. I would probably say Lloyd. I mean, she played really well. The usage is always there. The matchup is great. I mean, she put up 40 against the Aces earlier this season, and I think there's a random slate that Joel Lloyd's going to drop like 60 on. Collier, Boston, or Asia Howard. Oh, man. I probably lean the Asia side. She's just like, it would take a game from Fee. Like, I know Fee can do it, but it would take like one of Fee's best games of the season to match what I think Asia's going to do. And then like, I'm super high on Ryan Howard. I think she's going to play a few extra minutes, and with no aerial powers, I mean, that's 12 plus shots a game. That's open. Ryan Howard has not shot the ball well of late. One of these games, she is going to shoot the ball well, and she's going to nuke. McBride or Howard? Howard for me. I'm the biggest Howard fish in the world, so I might be wrong, but I love the upside of Ryan Howard. Do we see 20 plus minutes from Hillman again? If she starts, I would say for sure. I don't think she starts, so I'm expecting more of like 15 to 18. But with them riding the hot hand, I could see her pushing for 20 again for sure. Stokes is gross, but they need her size. I agree. I think you can absolutely play Kia Stokes. She's very gross. Like offers next to nothing on the offensive end, but she's going to grab boards. She had one of her best games of the season against Seattle earlier this year. I think it was like 23 or 24 fantasy points. 21, my bad. But 8 boards, 1 assist, 4 blocks. She needs to get the blocks. She needs to get the blocks and the boards to really hit value because, I mean, I cannot believe she scored 11 points in a game. That is wild. But yeah, I agree. I think they're going to need her size. I think she's going to play low 20s minutes. Asia with Ezzy or Boston with 8,500 utility. Let's look at 8,500 utility. So pretty much Boston and Melissa or Plum. I'm going Asia, Ezzy. I like that stack there. I'm really high on Ezzy. It's just a great game for her. She's not going to be saddled with Garden, Asia, and Garden, Kia Stokes. The rebounds are just going to fall right to her. Van Loo or Carlton. Oh, that's super close. I like Van Loo. I think she's going a little bit undervalued. I'm going to say Van Loo there. Favorite spin up other than Howard, Asia for sure, but like in the range like below Asia, in like this 10K range, obviously really like Asia and Fee. I love Ezzy. I think Boston is going overlooked. I love the matchup for her. She's been a lot more aggressive on offense. I love Caitlin Clark. I think NECA's going overlooked. She played the last game against the Aces. She only saw 28 minutes because of foul trouble. But I mean, 12 points, 11 boards, shot 4-13, still put up 34 fantasy points. I think she has a big game tonight. So like really any of them for sure. Your value is Katie Lou. I don't mind Katie Lou. She's been shooting the ball well. She's going to get open looks. I have no issues playing Katie Lou for sure. Does Melbourne get it going today? She's got to play right. My worry with Melbourne is the minutes. You just never know what to expect. Like that's my only worry playing someone like her. She usually plays really well when she's out there. I mean, she can either score or she's going to get you some peripheral stats. But I mean, 1 of 6 last time out with the 13 minutes were there. Then the game before that was when Sykes was back. So I'm expecting her to see this game. She only played 4 minutes. She'll play at least one rotation with the potential to play a second if she's playing well. So I mean, there's merit to playing her at 3,900 for sure. Who do you like more if Gray actually plays, Diggins Smith or Young? Probably still Jackie. I think Chelsea Gray's just going to open the offense up so much for Jackie and Plum. Jackie's assist numbers might go down a bit, but it's just going to open up shots for her. All right, I have 8,900 left. Anyone you can recommend? That's a rough range because I'm not too high on Courtney Williams or Tina Charles. Probably Aaliyah Edwards or Nalissa Smith. You can play Charles. It's just a really tough matchup. I'm not crazy about it. Earlier this year, she put up 24 fantasy points against them and played her normal run. So rebounds just weren't there for her. But it's probably Aaliyah Edwards or Nalissa. Horston or Hillman, if you had to choose. If you have the salary, I would play Horston. She has a lot more offensive upside to Hillman, but I like Hillman a lot just because she's 4K and lets you fit in more studs. Nalissa Smith or Edwards, it's really close. It's a true coin flip. I'm probably siding with Edwards just because I know her minutes are safe, assuming no foul trouble. And there's so many different ways Nalissa can fail. The coach does not like her. So I'll side with Edwards there. Ezzy or Boston, it's a coin flip. For me, it's Ezzy. But just like Nalissa and Aaliyah Edwards, it's razor close. I don't think you're going to make a bad decision on either of them. Happy Wednesday. See here. We got Edwards, Howard, or Plum NECA. I'm probably going. See, the homer in me, the Howard super fan, wants to go Howard, but man, NECA is just so consistent. I'd probably still go Edwards Howard. I mean, Edwards, if you take out the one game where she had big foul trouble, she's just been really consistent. I mean, since she started getting inserted into the starting lineup. I mean, here, 28 minutes, 27 fantasy points, 36, 52. She ain't doing that again. 29, 29, 30, 27. Then the one game where she was in massive foul trouble, 29, 37. She's just been really consistent. So I'm going to say Edwards Howard. I think Howard clears Plum by a pretty wide margin. She's going to get some peripheral stats and obviously can pop. Is it a Jade slate tonight? I have some Jade Melbourne in the 150 for sure. Top 3 value sub 5K. I would say, as gross as it is, obviously I'm high on Naz Hillman. I think after that, it's probably Kia Stokes and Haley Jones, just minutes wise. If you can't play Haley Jones, if it's too gross, I don't mind Melbourne. I don't mind Lexi Hole, who's 3,500. I mean, she's practically free and could play 15 minutes. And you never know. I mean, if she hits a couple threes and gets you some peripheral stats, I mean, she's probably going to be in the optimal. I'm playing Stokes. Is that on FanDuel? I know they're priced pretty close on FanDuel, I think. On Draftkings, the price is really, really different. Yeah, that has to be on FanDuel. I'm probably playing Stokes just minutes. The minutes that Stokes plays, and you get the extra point for blocks, I'd probably lean Stokes. NECA, Haley Jones, or Dangerfield, Ezzy. NECA and Haley Jones. It's disgusting, but I mean, Haley can at least get you some peripheral stats, but it's gross. It's gross. I just don't trust Dangerfield at all. I think even with Powers out, I mean, they may barely play her. Will Carter play tonight for the Aces? I don't think with Chelsea Gray back, I don't even think Megan Gustafson cracks the rotation. So I don't think Carter does. If like there's a scenario where they were going to play Gustafson, they may play Carter instead, where she plays like 2 or 3 minutes, like what Gus has been doing the past couple games. But I don't think she will. Let's see here. Horston, Boston, Edwards, or Van Loo, Boston, Dolson. So pretty much Horston, Edwards, or Van Loo, Dolson. First side. Horston, Boston, Edwards for sure for me. Boston, Lloyd, or Asia 8,500. Asia, Nalissa for me. It's hard on like a 2v2 where I'm not going to side on the Asia side. It's insane what she's doing. SWK, yep, she is pretty gross value. But value is what it is. I mean, she's playing high teens minutes and can shoot it sometimes. Let's see here. Heidemann or Christy Wallace on FanDuel. I probably side with Christy Wallace just on minutes. Heidemann's minutes are just super inconsistent. But I'd probably lean Wallace there. Let's see. Plum Jewel or SDS Howard. Oh, I probably go SDS Howard. I'm gonna be real bullish on Howard tonight. If I'm right and her and Alicia Gray get a few extra minutes because Powers is out, oh man, and that usage is gonna have to go to someone. And Ryan Howard has no problem shooting the ball. You think Haley or Stokes' minutes are more secure? Stokes' minutes are super secure. She's going to play 20 minutes no matter what, assuming that she doesn't get in massive foul trouble like she did the other night. But if you look at her minutes, like 21, like this was the massive foul trouble game. 19, this was massive foul trouble. 23, 23, 22, 26. She's going to play right around 20 minutes, whereas Haley Jones' minutes have been up of late, 33 and 26. I would expect her to play right around this 26-minute mark tonight, assuming she doesn't just absolutely like bomb. But her minutes were starting to trend in the wrong direction there for a little bit. Hull, Edwards, Collier, or Dangerfield, Ezzy, Ryan. Probably one. I like Hull more than Dangerfield. I would rather like get that extra $500 in salary. So I'm gonna side on the fee side. Will be $800 in overlay on DK $20. That bums me out. That probably means they're gonna lower the contest again. Dang, I hate that. But I'm not surprised. Like it's a random Wednesday night. It's the first night. No. When was the last NBA game? Was that last? No, it wasn't last night. It was the night before. Yeah. Anyway, my head's fried. But I just hope they don't lower the contest. That's what I'm worried about. How do you feel about Whitcomb? I think she's fine. I think there's better values around her, but she should play low teens minutes and can shoot the 3-ball. So if she shoots the 3-ball well, I mean, she can pop for sure. I feel like I was throwing curveballs. Monday, yeah. Yeah, it was Monday because it was the showdown slate too. Yeah, I'm hoping they don't lower the contest. That's my big worry. Is if this one doesn't fill, they may start lowering the prize pools. I mean, $20K to first, $20 entry fee. I'm fine with that. Like that, I hope they keep that for the rest of the year. But that's gonna do it for me, guys. Good luck to everybody. I'm gonna take a little break and relax for a little bit, and then I'll get the YouTube video out for tomorrow. But good luck to all of you, and hope to see you at the top.